Episode 26. No, I'm not going to die. You won't die? But that's the Empress's palace. Yes, you know. Who's making you hurt? No, everyone who was nice to me died, got hurt, or disappeared. So you go too. You don't have to stay here. You idiot then. Then you should hold on to someone and ask for help. You should ask for help. But he wouldn't have been able to. All the hands that had been grasping him in that way slipped away. And in the end, this is the final result. You. Don't worry about me. No one can touch me. Why? My grandfather is a very strong man. Confident. I have a grandfather who protects me. So you don't have to worry. Grandfather. Sounds nice. And I'll help you. Take it. And listen carefully. I don't have time, so I'll tell you quickly. There are 2 things you have to do from now on. 1, make sure to take this medicine twice a day. Just half a spoon at a time. 2, pretend to be sick when others are watching. You said you had a stomachache, didn't you? That's why you ate grass. Your stomach hurts because someone is feeding you bad food all the time. But if you suddenly get well, they will probably try to hurt you in some other way. So, are you sure you're listening to me? I can't tell because the kid's expression is blank. You and I are meeting for the first time now, of course. I know it's gonna be hard right now, but I trust you. You said you'd help me. You're the first person to say that, not the nanny. There's not much I can do anyway. Even if it's poison, what you gave me doesn't change. It's medicine. It's a medicine. This is very bad because it makes me feel like I'm on the same level as the Empress. Is it okay to live? What? Before she died, my mother held my hand and told me to live. Be sure to survive. So I wanted to live somehow, so I looked for grass and ate it. But it just gets more and more painful, because everyone just wants me to die. So, it's too difficult. How about you? Do you want me to live? Is it okay for me to live? The moment I heard those words, I was overwhelmingly ashamed of my past thoughts. I'm sorry. For what? Come to think of it, was it around this time? When the second prince's mother died. The Empress is said to have given the young prince a sustained dose of poison. After the twin prince, who was despised by the servants, went on to the academy. Knowing what you're going through, I vaguely thought you'd be okay. To me, your life was a small piece of information on a small piece of paper. So I didn't even try to think about how cruel the days were that you endured as a young child. So just give me a minute. I'll go see you soon. Because you will later become the crown prince of this empire and take revenge more cruelly than anyone else. So I'm sure you'll be able to withstand harsh conditions. I'm sorry I couldn't come earlier. However, I will not be able to tell these words as they are. So, as expected, you also. Yes, I want you to live. No. I think you have to live. That's all I can do for you right now. May this be the courage for you to survive. As I know in the future, after enduring this dark and painful time, you will fly more gloriously than anyone else. Why are you crying again? Do you want some candy? That's enough. I gave it to you to eat. Jeez, why do I keep crying? Tia. Tia. I have to go now. It's been a long time since I came all the way here looking for you. At a timing like this, don't forget what I said. You're leaving? He's not a puppy. Take good medicine, stay healthy. Sometimes avoid people's eyes and even swing branches. Next time I come, I'll bring a book that can help. Next time. Yes, next time. I'll be back as soon as I can. Then I'm really leaving. Yes, I'll be waiting. Florentia. Episode 27. Yawn. I'm so tired. My stomach's upset. I wonder if it's 'cause I grabbed so much to eat. Recalling bits and pieces of what happened at the Imperial Palace. Florentia, where in the world did you run off to? The squirrels were so cute, thank goodness she's okay. I somehow managed to settle matters. The Anjanas family and the Lombardi family. It's so wonderful to see two of the key families of the empire come together. Don't you agree? I don't even remember what. I ate during the banquet, but I'm fuming just thinking about it. How dare they place the Anjanas and Lombardi family on the same level? My stomach. But what surprised me the most was how my scaredy cat father unexpectedly stood up to the emperor and empress. The knights of the Imperial Palace intercepted a carriage displaying the Lombardi insignia. And despite identifying myself as a Lombardi, they carried inspections on me and my young daughter. My daughter was very startled by that incident. Your Majesty, can this truly be chalked up to a misunderstanding? The emperor and empress looked so shocked. He gave off a completely different impression from his usual timid self. Can't stop thinking, how cool Dad was. Oh dear. Of course, the emperor's reply was anything but satisfying. It appears the imperial soldiers were so overzealous in their loyalty that they committed a slight even against my old acquaintance. Ho ho! They must have been newly assigned to the palace not too long ago. But it became clear at this point. Still lacking discipline, I see, considering the emperor tried to keep the Lombardis in check through the Anjanas family in the first place. It's not strange for them to try and protect the empress, but as their superior, I ask that you overlook their transgressions. Lord Galahad Lombardi. The empress clearly holds malice against the Lombardi family. Stupid fees. The Anjanas have always been a tie rotten to the core. Even if the two and crown prince didn't exist, the Anjanas would eventually ruin the Lombardis after using them like a rag. But the trip wasn't all bad. It was a stroke of luck I was able to pass on the medicine to the two and prince before being caught. I should have come up with something that would have let me go in and out of the Imperial household whenever I need. My memories of my past life will certainly help guide the future, but that doesn't mean I'll know everything there is to know about everyone and future events. Plus, I'm sure a lot will change compared to my past life. Father is receiving his newly found attention from other people, and the Empress's ire has been raised. The two-and prince won't suffer from the poison any longer and will gradually regain his health. I'm not sure how these small changes will impact the future. But for now, I hope you won't feel sick tonight. Sleep tight. Paris. There's 2 things you have to do from now on. 1. Take this medicine twice a day, no exceptions. Half a spoonful each time is enough. Gulp. 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 Make sure to eat this candy when the bitterness is too overwhelming. It's sweet. I won't die. My grandfather is a super powerful person. I'm going to help you. I think you should live. No, I want you to live. rattle. It's sweet. Florentia, rise and shine. I need to work harder to understand what I know and don't know. So look at our little Tia scarfing down a steak early in the morning. Starting today, I'm erasing the word later from my vocabulary. What about blue ribbon for today? I love it. I need to prepare as much as I can as soon as possible. For instance, Estera, my lady, how did your business at the palace go? Did it? Let's go get your letter of recommendation. Making sure Estera gets admitted to the academy with a month left before the application deadline. Your doctor, O'Malley's top apprentice. There's no doubt about your ability to prepare medicine, but even the doctor has praised you to high and back for your sincerity and meticulousness. Doctor, O'Malley will definitely write a recommendation when it's his favorite student's dream. A recommendation for this coming application year? I already gave it to someone else though. Someone else? Who? It was a student I taught a few years back. But why? Even if ask you me why. I'm sorry, Estera. I'll definitely find another way to get you that recommendation letter. This is what I get for taking things for granted. A letter of recommendation from Dr. O'Malley, Lombardi's doctor, is basically a free pass for admission. It's the credit card equivalent of an Amex Black Card. Or in other words, a blank check. This is what I get for slacking off just because I thought reliving my life would be smooth sailing. I would have been in big trouble if I hadn't learned my lesson from yesterday. Have something for you to do instead, Estera. If you could do it quickly, that would be. My lady, it's okay. Huh? Well, I've heard that. Becoming an academy researcher requires a lot of knowledge and ability that goes beyond the general course. I may be Dr. O'Malley's apprentice, but I'm still young. And there's still so much I've yet to know, which is most likely why the doctor gave his recommendation to someone else this year. What the heck? Why is she so self-deprecating? Like hell, I'd believe her even if she said those things with a face dripping with regret. But I'm very grateful for all that you've done for me. I promise I'll you train really hard and make sure for next year that... Wait, Estera. Just listen to me for now. I can't let this happen. Whatever it takes. I have to send you to the academy no matter what. Episode 28. I can't let this happen. Whatever it takes. I have to send you to the academy no matter what. So, have you calmed down a bit? Yeah, sorry about that. Blush. My lady. I'm thankful and all. But shouting like that in front of the doctor's office may cause a commotion. A little while ago, I lost control because the situation was so unexpected that I couldn't fathom it. I took things for granted just because I've already lived this life once before. Would you like a cup of tea? Yes, please. Clack. Here you go. Unfortunately, I don't have any refreshments, so I selected a sweet herbal tea. Thanks, Estera. My lady, what you were trying to tell me earlier. Was that your way of consoling me? Huh? I really am fine. I wasn't expecting a recommendation anyway, though I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited about it. Mind you, no, it wasn't. Pardon? I said I'd find you another letter of recommendation. So why would I console you in the first place? I've always wanted to ask you this. Estera, why do you keep underestimating yourself? Freeze. Well, I already told you. I'm still young and, yet at that young age, you're already the Lombardi family's doctor's best student. That's more than enough reason to call yourself a genius and stand with your head held high, is it not? I know everything. After all, I've been in and out of this place several times already. You've been the one preparing almost all the medicine used by the doctor's office, right? Overall, the medicine that you've been developing has a good enough efficacy that Dr. O'Malley is also willing to use it. This is certainly worth using. Let's add this medicine for use at the medical center's pharmacy from now on. Is that really you okay? What? Really? Well, back then, I assumed apprenticeships were supposed to be like that, so I didn't give it a second thought. It wasn't a big deal. Hesitant. As long as you know the recipe, anyone can. Estera, I don't know much when it comes to medicine, but I do know that a medicine's efficacy depends on how you prepare the ingredients and how much you adjust the amounts of each ingredient used. It's your medicine and your skills. Why do you keep trying to downplay your accomplishments? Clench? My lady? It's just, I know my limitations, is all. Jolt. It's not like I can't understand where Estera is coming from. A commoner woman, and young at that. I'm sure she must have endured countless people deriding and whispering about her. I understand all too well how words and looks like that can wear someone down. Anything achieved through hard work and talent is dismissed as mere luck, and trying to strive for something more is regarded by others as uninformed greed. Each time it has the person cowering further and further within herself, and in the end, she believes she isn't worthy enough to rise past her position with her own power. That's right, just like I did in my previous life. I know I'm going too far. Even without me, you were able to successfully enroll in the academy and were able to accomplish things that no one could look down on you for. I know it's hard for you to believe me, since I'm not an adult nor an expert. However, Estera, know this. Then how about this? I said I'd get you a letter of recommendation, didn't I? You're too good to be cowering from those mocking gazes. I'm gonna get that recommendation from grandfather. All ink. What? Truth be told, that's not the only thing I'm thinking of preparing. Up from the head of the Lombardi family. Tremble. That's right, but of course he won't give a recommendation to just anyone, which is why you have to prove your worth. Prove that you deserve the trust of the Lombardi family. There's no way that'll happen. After all, how could I even dare to? I'm not forcing you. If you feel uncomfortable, I won't push any further. But I'm proposing it because I think you're capable of it, Estera. Even if you fail, it just means that you need another year to practice before enrolling at the academy, like you said. So Estera, just once. Why not see how far you can go? Then let us proceed with this list of books. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yes, and as for the location of the new library, I personally think. Grandfather! Oh, Mr. Librarian is also. Those two are having a meeting. Oh my, this is amazing luck. Hello, Mr. Broschel. Why, hello there, little miss. I'm in the middle of some business with your grandfather, so. Beam. Oh, what is it, Florentia? Giggle. No, not today I came, 'cause I need something from you. The Lord. The Lord is... Oh, is that so? If my dear little granddaughter needs something, how could I refuse? Really? Then he's goofing off while doing business. And what's with that look on his face? Shock. Smirk. I need a letter of recommendation for the academy in your name. shock. Frozen. Shock. Sunny. The little miss must have heard something absurd. Cough. Lady Florentia. With all due respect, the head of the family cannot just hand out recommendations so easily. And shine. One from Mr. Broshel 2. Frozen. Take 2. Pardon me? Episode 29. It's for Estera, I see. Why am I a part of this? Doctor. O'Malley's top student, I presume? Yes. Estera's really good at preparing any medicine, you name it. She prepares it well. That's right. Most likely, Doctor. O'Malley only uses the medications she prepares. Oh yeah. That reminds me, Mr. Broshel is probably using Estera's medicine too. Didn't you have a pretty bad paper cut not that long ago? It's true that I received a newly developed ointment from the doctor. It wasn't as odorous and sticky as the ointments I used in the past, so I was able to comfortably handle my books. So that young woman was the one who made that ointment. Not Doctor. O'Malley. Of course. I saw her make it myself. Simply learning about medicinal herbs and medicines and applying that knowledge to create a medicine with its intended effect is a completely different story. If what the little miss is saying is true, it would be prudent to have that young woman develop her talent at the academy as soon as possible. Just like that young sculptor from last time, it appears that talented people tend to flock to my granddaughter. However, Florentia, offering my recommendation for someone means that I guarantee everything about that individual. Grandpa is able to accommodate scholarship students, but using the Lombardi name may be a bit too much for me to allow. Is that how it is? Ho! No need to be so depressed. It's possible for the lady to be accepted into the academy with Mr. Broshel's recommendation. Then let me show you. What? I know it's hard for you to trust Estera's skills based on my testimony alone, so I'd like for you two to see in person and judge just how incredible Estera's medicines are. In exchange, if you're pleased with her medicine, I ask that you provide letters of recommendation for her. Both of you, is what I said. All confidently and all but the head of the Lombardi family and a former academy professor. Both people with extraordinary life experiences. So if I want to satisfy the both of them, I can't do it with something that's got an everyday effect. They need to be blown away in an instant. But what kind of medicine can completely exceed their expectations? Am I in way over my head? But since Dr. O'Malley isn't able to give his recommendation, I need one that's prestigious enough to bypass the fact that it's not from an expert in the field of medicine. What? Jaya. Then Estera can focus on her research at the academy without any distractions. Think, Florentia? I have to think of something. But why the heck is father acting like that? I can't take this. His sighing is taking up the entire room. I doubt I'll find a solution right now, even if I keep thinking about it anyway. Let's take a break and focus on father's problems instead. Dad, why do you keep sighing like that? Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about something that came across my mind. Look at you. Cute as ever. If something's bothering you, you should try talking to someone about it. Oh dear, it looks like you're worried about me. But it's really nothing. So, Dad's got some other business on his mind, but I'm hesitant because I lack the experience. Wow, something else other than the super soft cloth? What is it? Tell me about it. I really want to know now. The thing is, so that's the story. But I wonder if it was too hard for you to understand. No way? Yeah, it was a bit hard. Of course, what else should I have expected from such a young child? Is Dad a genius or something? How else would he have come up with an idea like that in this era? If this business gets properly established, the very flow of the empire's economy might even change. But it's not like he'll believe me if I'm the one saying it. So what Dad needs right now is an adult who can look into the possibilities of this business and give him enough advice. Hey, Dad, why don't you try asking Claravan if you're curious about something? Sir Claravan. Claravan in Galahan's mind. Whenever I don't know something, Claravan always teaches it in a kind and gentle manner. There's no doubt about it when it comes to Claravan's business sense. And having worked together with Father in the Koroi flannel business, there's no better person to go to for advice. All right, when you say it like that, I'll give it a try. Claravan likes things organized. So if you write down your ideas like that, I'm sure he'll appreciate it. That's right. It's not like it's a particularly unique or amazing discovery. Since everyone's already experienced it before, people have gone by without realizing how uncomfortable it is. But if someone comes up with a solution, demand will skyrocket. Grandfather and Broshel are old, and on top of that, they sit a lot. In that case, Tia? Dad? I'm gonna go meet a friend. What? But it's almost dinner time. I'll be quick. The key is whether Estera can make it in time or not. But I'm sure it won't be difficult. Estera, my lady, what brings you? I've got it. There's no doubt about it. Estera's wish. And my wish will definitely come true. Episode 30. Simmer. Simmer. Rattle. Rattle. Drip. Phew. All right, let's turn the heat off since it's at a good enough viscosity. Next, dissolve the Bomnia powder in solution. Knock. Knock. Estera, are you in there? I'm coming in. Creak. Teacher, what brings you here this late? Don't worry, I won't take long. Seniole, hetleaf, canela, and even mazer roots. Are those kaya berries I smell? There's nothing particularly special about these medicinal ingredients, but... What's that bright red powder over there? What are you making right now? Mumble. It's nothing really. Clutch. I'm just doing some random experiments here and there. Random, huh? In that case, it won't be an issue if I ask you to stop then. Pardon? I heard what happened, Ned. It looks like the young lady has been a bad influence on you by egging you on. And no, not at all, teacher. The lady just stepped. Step. Right, I am your teacher after all. What kind of teacher? Would I be to let his student go astray? I'm sorry, Estera. I had no idea you wanted to enter the academy that badly. But I'm doing this all for you. You're still a long ways off from becoming a full-fledged researcher and conducting your own research. How can I just sit by and let my student humiliate herself like that? Don't be so greedy. All you have to do is study hard under my tutelage, just like you've always done. Then next year or the year after, I can give you that recommendation in due time. Oh ho! My son can now flourish at the academy. And it's all thanks to your recommendation, Doctor. I don't know how I can thank you enough. Haha, ha! As if I have a normal relationship with you, Lord Flan. The upper echelons of the Flan family have always been a huge help with the support you provide us. Ha! I seem to have heard some strange things lately, however. Like how a commoner girl studying under you is trying to get a recommendation letter from the Lombardi family. Haha. Nothing more than a passing folly, I'm sure. Plus, she's still very lacking in ability. I just hope she doesn't embarrass herself in front of the Lombardi patriarch. Acting so brazenly despite having you as her teacher, she truly has no shame, does she? I suppose it's inevitable when dealing with ignorant peasants such as her. Oh, Lord Flan, what is? Waha. It's a small token of my appreciation. Please take it. But about that student of yours, I'm concerned that your reputation, as well as the Academy's name, may become tarnished if you leave her to her actions. Ha! You know how people are distributed into hierarchies? I believe she needs to be reminded of her place, Doctor. Ha! You're quick on the uptake, so I trust you understand what it is I'm trying to say. She's an obedient girl. I'm sure she'll get the point. I'll find other reason to deny her recommendation for next year. I understand, teacher. Oh, wonderful. Then, but I still want to see how far I can go. Estera, did you not listen to what I just said? I'm begging you, teacher. I want to fulfill the lady's expectations. About that dream of yours, I can help you if you like. It's your medicine and your skills. Why do you keep trying to downplay your accomplishments? I'm gonna get that recommendation from grandfather. So, Estera, why not see how far you can go? Even I thought my dream was ludicrous. But the only one who didn't mock my dream and rooted for me was the young lady. I'll make sure that it doesn't interfere with my usual work. If I happen to fail, then I'll recognize my foolishness and obey you, teacher. So, just this once, I want to listen to the young lady who's been so kind as to place her trust in me. If you don't do as I say, I will never write you a recommendation. Do you understand that? Shock. I'm truly sorry, teacher. You really have to keep making things difficult for me, do you? Fine. I don't need a self-centered, ungrateful student like you. Suit yourself. Slam. Shake. Have I made a terrible mistake? But. Clench. I don't care if I look like a fool. I'm going to believe in myself, just this once. Episode 31. I'm going to open it now. Click. Dab. Ah. Wow. It smells amazing. You did ask me to pay special attention to the scent, after all. This is exactly what I was looking for. This refreshing sensation. Ah. There were two things I requested from Estera. One, a medicine that can be used to reduce swelling and inflammation. Two, choosing medicinal herbs that give off a cool, refreshing sensation. And all under the condition of increasing the concentration of the medicinal ingredients, so that its effect is fast and powerful. I used this as an ingredient. A medicinal herb called Hipsy is the equivalent of mint in this world. Indeed, this amazing medicine used to be widespread across Korea. That's right, it's Tiger Balm. Now the only thing left to do is to find out which side it is that grandfather's knee is sore in. My lady? I can't deny that Estera went through a lot for this, though. Is she okay? But Estera accomplished this by herself. No one else. Rolls up sleeves. I tried applying the ointment in the same area for a few days, just in case. There doesn't appear to be any side effects, such as rashes. The occasional pain in my wrist has significantly decreased, and the quality of my skin seems to have improved. Oh, we might even be able to adjust the hipsy ingredient for other purposes then. Oh, business mind. But my lady, do you really think Lord Lombardi and Mr. Brasha will be satisfied with this ointment? Estera, is there anything else you want besides the recommendations? Pardon me? Well, I think it's a waste exchanging this medicine for merely 2 letters of recommendation. M, merely, whirl. Take your time and think about it. What it is you want, what it is you want to do, everything you've ever desired along the way. Look forward to it, Estera. From now on, your life will completely change. To sum things up, Estera's ointment became a big hit. Sniffle. My lady, how can I ever pay you back? Sniffle. What do you mean? This was all because of your hard work and talent. A few days ago, bam! Flash. The pain in my fingers that's always kept me up during the night. Ho, ho. My knee that's constantly aching day and night. What in the world is this medicine? Tell me. I must know. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear you both love it that much. In which case, I think other people would like this medicine too. Wouldn't you agree? The sale of the tiger balm, Estera's ointment, was agreed to be directly managed by the Upper Lombardi family. Grandfather knows a good product when he sees one. Unfortunately, the ointment used for the demo contains ingredients that are difficult to produce in large quantities. So it would only be manufactured in small quantities and sent as gifts to high-ranking aristocrats. And a slightly less effective version would be sold as a general product for the masses. Furthermore, as the owner of the recipe, Estera will receive a fair share of the profits made from the ointment. You say it's all because of my hard work. But if you hadn't believed in me, my lady, this opportunity would never have come to me. I'll go to the academy and study everything I can. I'll work just as much as you trusted in me, so I won't let you down. Of course, I'm sure you can do it. Which is why, Estera, do you mind if I ask you a favor? Anything you wish, my lady. There's a disease called Telenbro. I'm sure you've heard of it. A horrible disease that begins with losing sensation in the hands and feet. Every muscle in the body gradually stiffens, and the person eventually dies from being unable to breathe. Yes, it's the name of the disease that will kill my father. There's a herb called rosing that's native only to the area surrounding the academy. I need you to make a cure for Telenbro with it. What? How do you know that herb can be used as a cure? I'll do my best, but I don't know if I'll be able to succeed. You can do it. I know no one else but you can do it. I believe in Estera. You. Exactly 3 years after father passed away, I heard the news that a scholar who once interned at the Lombardi Clinic used rosing to develop the cure for Telenbro. That intern's name was Estera. This was why I'd done everything I could to send Estera to the academy.